guys are all doing well. Thanks for tuning in and hanging out with me for a minute today. Just got a quick update for you. Coming at you from quarantine here in the office. A lot of the neighbors are home right now, walking their dogs. They're out there barking. Trucks are driving by. People are trimming their trees and mowing their yards and yelling. And it's a really loud time in the neighborhood right now, so you might hear some background noise. Sorry for that. Just bear with me. These are extremely weird times. I hope that you guys are safe. I hope that none of your families have been affected by this too bad. But it's safe to say that we're all getting hit with this in some form or another right now. But I hope for all of you guys watching this who support us, I think of all of you guys as family. And I really hope that you're all safe. And if there's anything that we can do, please know that I'm all for it. We've got a lot of resources, a lot of programs, a lot of connections. And if you need something, please reach out and I'll do my best to facilitate that for you. So just a quick update today. Look, things are crazy right now. The world is changing. Markets are volatile. And these are seriously strange fucking times that we are living in, my friends. And things have nonetheless been really nuts for us lately here at HQ. This pandemic has greatly affected our operations and we've had to adapt rapidly. So I wanted to give you guys a sit rep, so let's just dive straight into it. So first off, I wanted to clarify the reason why we've not really put out hardly any new content for you guys lately. I know that sucks. And I also want to let you guys know, what's going on with me personally, fitness and health wise. And then after that, we will get into what's actually changing right now with our day-to-day operations. So if you guys remember, for those of you who at least watch all of my videos, you'll know that for a while I was vlogging, and almost daily for several months, in fact. And the main reason that I was trying to the main thing I was trying to capture in these vlogs was my fitness journey. And that eventually stopped, and I stopped it partly because it just got really hard to keep up with. It was really hard to juggle on top of all the other things that we do, but also because I had some underlying health conditions that I didn't actually know about at the time. However, it was still dramatically affecting my ability to work efficiently nonetheless, and it was just stealing all of my energy. Every bit of my energy was getting sucked away from me, and it was really hard to keep up with. So, I had actually been dealing with this issue for what seemed like several years, and I'm actually still not clear of it either, and probably never will be, because it's partly an allergy that's going to require some ongoing medication, it looks like, to mitigate. So what was it, right? What's the issue? So for the longest time, I had been routinely hacking up absurd amounts of mucus on a daily basis. And I'd have to blow my nose in the morning so many times that it would bleed. I was practically hacking and snotting up half a bottle of water worth of mucus on a daily basis. It was genuinely disgusting. And it also affected my energy levels, like I said, in huge ways. But despite all of this, I still mustered the strength to work my ass off over the last few years, make a lot of progress. However, it still finally, it started catching up to me, and that is what I've been dealing with for the past few months, trying to get rid of that, trying to get that squared away, because it turns out it's not normal to hack up that much mucus on a daily basis. But I had gotten so used to it because it just happened over such a prolonged period of time. It was so slow and over such a long period of time. And so by the time that it got super bad, by the time I had recognized it, it was already really bad. So I just thought that, maybe this was just life with allergies, and I just dealt with it, right? I just endured. And, after several years of that, it really starts to take a toll on you. So I went to the doctor because I didn't really know what it was, right? I went to the doctor, and it turns out that I had a long-standing infection, fluid buildup in my ears, and my nasal passages were practically sealed shut. And come to find out, I also have an allergy for dust mites, which explains the reason why a lot of this affected me for such a long period of time without me being able to pinpoint what it was. Dust mites are everywhere, and for us, it was our couch, our bed, and my pillow, my favorite pillow, right? So I had to end up, we got a new couch, we got new bed sheets, new pillows, and everything to try to mitigate this issue. Doctors hooked me up with some different allergy medication, some nose spray, a lot of different stuff to help kind of mitigate these issues and figure out exactly what it was. I also had some issues with hives and stuff like that. So a lot of different things kind of just amalgamated and got really bad over a long period of time that started really affecting me in big ways. It's greatly reduced my oxygen intake, forced me to breathe out of my mouth a lot, made my throat super dry all the time, and it just sucked away nearly all of my energy was the biggest thing. So battling all of this bullshit on top of our day-to-day work and operations here is why there hasn't been much new content in the last 4 to 5 months. It's also why my fitness took a big hit, and now with this pandemic it's going to all be affected even more. So the next thing that I want to talk about is my vlog itself. The main reason I started to kind of taper it down and ultimately stop doing it, besides my health problems, was because it honestly turned into something that I just didn't feel vibed with our channel here. It became less about preparedness and more about business and marketing and video and photo and tech and other things like that. Those things are such a huge part of my lifestyle besides preparedness though. However, you guys subscribe here for preparedness content, right? And I had originally intended on my vlog series to be preparedness oriented, and it was to a degree, but it didn't end up being the majority of the time because my life right now just simply consists more of work than it does a lot of the interesting preparedness stuff. It just didn't sit right with me, and I didn't think that it sat right with you guys either, and a lot of you guys made that apparent to me. I know a lot of you guys enjoyed it, but also at the same time a lot didn't, and it's still something that I want to do and that I'm going to do. So what I actually decided to do was make a brand new channel and website for my personal brand, and I call it Primal Optics. Primal Optics will be the place that all this extra content that I want to create and all my extra endeavors and other things outside of Mass Tactical will live, including my vlogs. So if you want to see what's up with me in business and life outside of the realm of Mass Tactical, head over to the new channel and subscribe there. I'll be creating a lot of really awesome stuff, a lot of unique content underneath this new brand. I'll be sure to drop the links down in the description of this video below so you can go subscribe there and follow me there. So because of this change, I have actually been focused on getting Primal Optics built over these last couple of months, and it's taken up the majority of my time. That's why I've not been able to pump out much content for you guys here lately. I needed to get this done so that I could get back on the content creation train for you guys. I don't like to be half on and half off. I like to be focused when I create content for you guys, so that I can just ensure that it's the best that I can produce. And I've also been writing a book. A lot of you guys know this. I've been working with our tribe members, shipping orders, building our new store, adding products, working on our training programs, and a lot of other things. And Mass Tactical isn't the only business I run either. So I do virtually all of this stuff by myself. So as you can imagine, I stay pretty busy. So what's the elephant in the room, right? What are we doing to combat and adapt to this coronavirus pandemic? So look, it goes without saying that we've all been hit hard by this in the business world. For some people, it's been lucrative, but for most, it's all but destroyed them. So we didn't want to go that route. Some people have already closed their doors for good, and as most of you guys know, again, Mask isn't my only business. I also sell real estate, I do business consulting, and needless to say, these industries have been hit especially hard by all of this. So due to being negatively impacted by all of this, we had to adapt and change the strategy if we didn't want to end up the way of so many others. So look, don't panic, nothing is ending, but we are switching gears and we have had to reprioritize some of our goals. Some of our 3 to 5 year goals became right now goals, and some of the things that we're currently working on became 3 to 5 year goals. We simply didn't have a choice. We had to make some changes. So we are still going to be creating content though, and hopefully actually even more consistently than we have been recently. But it will nonetheless still affect our ability to produce consistently and as frequently as we would like to for the foreseeable future. In the meantime, I hope you guys all understand. I hope that you'll continue to support us during these truly extraordinary times, and I really appreciate it. So the next update is my book, The Primal Method. We had planned on, an original launch date of May 1st, but we didn't plan on this virus. As much as I really hate to do it, I'm going to have no choice but to postpone the launch date yet again. I know that sucks. I don't know what date it's going to be yet. I'm going to just continue to watch and monitor this virus and see how the situation plays out for another month or so before I commit to a new date. I don't want to have to postpone it again, so I want to make sure that the next date that I set and give you guys is as rock solid as I can make it. I know a bunch of you guys have pre-ordered already, and I greatly appreciate that and sincerely apologize for the delays. I don't want to give you guys anything subpar though. I don't want to rush anything and give you guys less than what I have promised. I really want this book to be something special. And so again, I appreciate your patience. For those of you who have pre-ordered already, if not, and you'd like to do so, I'll put the link down below for that as well. It truly means a lot to me. So for the foreseeable future, I will be focusing primarily on Primal Optics related content and client work, and any other time that I get will be devoted to finishing my book and getting it launched, and then, you know, the day-to-day shipping of orders and stocking products, working with our tribe members, email, social media, and then after that we will also be creating content for you guys here on the channel and blog. So, you know, one thing that we are working really hard on right now though is offsetting this lack of content by building our guest contributor program. So we have brought on a big team of creators to hopefully start providing even more content for our blog and possibly some video content here on the channel. If anything, you guys honestly, you really shouldn't notice much of a difference in anything. I work very fast, I'm super efficient most of the time, and I tend to get a lot of work done in a short period of time. So honestly, despite all of these changes, you guys really might not notice anything different. That's my hope anyway. We're going to just simply keep working as hard as we can as if nothing has changed. My wife helps as much as she can. Hopefully in the near future we'll make some hires, get some help. It just depends on how the economy and how this situation unfolds. So we're just going to continue to work like, again, nothing has changed. We're going to do our part to prevent the spread of COVID-19, and at the end of the day we're just going to pray to God to put an end to this pandemic and help us get back to normal. So that's all I got for now, my friends. But remember, if you want to get further, faster in your life and go from average to savage in your preparedness without having to navigate rivers of bullshit and get paid to do it, and yes, even in these extraordinary times, be sure to join us in the Warrior Tribe, link down below. My friend, the best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago. The next best time is right fucking now. So be sure to check out the links below, and I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Peace out. Stay safe.